All right, it's now time for the next event, the Aquathlon. Aquathon. I don't know how to say it. How do you say it? I don't know.
For event 13 of the 2022 Marble League, we return to the Aquathlon, an event that was first seen back in
Aquathon? Aquathon. 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 I have no clue how to say that.
2020. One at the time by
I
the
can't say
Midnight
that
Wisps,
even normally.
a rather unique event, but one well suited in the interests of the Green Ducks. Hey everybody.
Yeah, but Pinky's
I'm
already
Greg
ahead by
Woods.
almost 20
The Ducks did move up
points
2 spots
over
into
Galactic.
7th in the overall standings, but those big red numbers at the bottom, not what you want to see if you're a Balls of Chaos or Midnight Wisps fan. They have been statistically eliminated from winning the Marble League. Up top, though, a lot for play for the Pinkies, Team Galactic, Savage Speeder, Shining Swarm, and so much more. In this example run, you see the run down, the dive into the water. Then they descend, and it's the third marble. When that crosses the line for each of the teams, that is the time that they will be given. So it's not necessarily your top 2, and it's not
like
the
the triathlon
4th marble,
game,
it is the
but
3rd. So you just have to have your top 3, and boy, that is a wonderfully close result. We'll have to see if that stands over the course of this event. The flame burning a little bit brighter here over this tank of water and the chute. You'll notice those targets down there in the bottom. That was from the old diving event, which will not be featured in the Marble League this year, but you may remember it from the past.
Really? It's not going to be no diving? Okay, well, all right.
The Green Ducks and the Bumblebees will start things off, and how does this go? One of the members of the Green Ducks will be first into the water after a bit of contact, but again, it's that third marble as they descend down toward the finish line. Who's going to have it here? Green Ducks have 2 or 3 up there. I think the Bumblebees are going to get them, though. Yes, they did. Yes, 12.26 to 12.80. It may take a couple of runs to train your eyes. I know we're used to looking at the front.
How many do
This one,
they
you
have to
find
do?
that third marble, and that's really the race between them. Midnight Wisps, the winners of the Aquathlon back in 2020, even though they didn't get the record, they've now already lost the possibility of winning the championship after the failure of Domino Bowling. We heard that their technical director has been fired. Let's see if that makes a difference. The Wisps are going to get the win here, and they will move on. Yes, I may have misspoken earlier. It is the Hazers that have the record in the event, 17.44 at the time for that setup. Obviously, it's a different setup for this time, so we can't directly carry over the times. But the Wisps did win over the Savage Speeders and the Hazers in 3rd. We see the safety marbles up top in that raft as the O-Rangers and the Gliding Glaciers prepare to descend here in Heat 3. The O-Rangers move to the side and try blocking the Gliding Glaciers. We'll see if that strategy works for them, and I don't think it has. Let's see the overhead view. Oh, this may be good. It's going to be close. No, it's not going to be close, actually. The O-Rangers making some wonderful moves in the final few lengths. And look at that. All 3 of their marbles nearly beat every one of the Gliding Glaciers.
That's fun.
That's impressive. Now that does represent an interesting bit of strategy for this event. This run down the chute. What do you do? Are you aggressive there? Team Primary, Crazy Cat's Eyes. They're spreading all over the place, weaving back and forth, trying to not just draft, but block each other. Crazy Cat's Eyes will cross the line first, but that third marble is going to be really close. Who got it there? Oh, by 0.03 of a second, the Crazy Cat's Eyes. I knew that was going to be a photo finish. That is so incredibly close.
Wow.
Nice bit of refraction on that water, as you would expect, but there's so much that goes on underneath. And think about what the marbles have to go through as Mellow Yellow and Shining Swarm come down now. You have this physical portion up top, but then once you get in the water, it totally changes the strategy. Are you trying to get in the slipstream of another marble? Are you trying to spread out wide? Oh, that was a nice lunge for the Shining Swarm, and I think they got by. They were left a clear bit of space down the track. Yes, they did.
How can you lunge without any knees, Greg Woods? The marbles don't have knees. How does everything work in this world?
Look at them on the top there, the far end from this camera. And with most of Mellow Yellow to the near side, that gave them a wonderful opportunity to work together. For the team that is sitting in 4th in the Marble League right now, with 119
Chocolate
points.
guy.
Leader Pinkies,
Come on,
157.
Pepper.
Chocolatiers and
Top of
Balls
the
of Chaos, two teams at the bottom of the order right now, and the Chocolatiers have set themselves up nicely as they dive into the water. It's a bit of a gap back, but it changes once they dive in. Their water speed is maybe not ideal, but they do manage to clear the line. And that was a lot of ground made up by Balls of Chaos, considering where they were entering the water. To bring that back to 0.05 of a second, that is commendable.
A freaking chocolate guy, man. SpongeBob.
Tears have to feel good about that. Of course, they have not been eliminated, but every team under them has. 16 points is the difference between 14th to 15th. The eliminated Balls of Chaos could close today. Savage Speeders and Raspberry Racers come down now. The Racers opted for the near side, but now they're in the draft, and what can they do? The Savage Speeders have that lead with 3 of their marbles, possibly even 4. Around they come, and that was fairly easy for the Speeders. Second place back in 2020 in this event. Nearly 3/10 is the margin here in heat number 7. One more heat to go. In just the second time that the Aquathlon has been held. It is the Minty Maniacs and the Marble League leading Pinkies. They're going to have to catch up some ground because they have 3 marbles, the Minty Maniacs do. What do the Pinkies have as they enter onto the screen? Oh, this is going to be very close between the third, but the Minty Maniacs will hold on and eliminate the leaders. A 10th and a half, about half a length, is what gave them that win. Minty Maniacs, who sit down in 12th in the standings.
Get last.
Not going to be down there now. Pinkies are the ones in 12th after that first elimination.
Lily.
Green Ducks, let's kind of forget about that. 12.80,
Lily.
100th behind Team Primary. Galactic just misses out on the transfer spot, and some of these were oh so close. Others, not necessarily, but that also gets back at the idea that these were heats. What have you learned from the heats into the finals? Especially after studying some of these other teams. Sometimes you'll have team managers and technical directors that watch very closely, if they're not looking at that duck, of course, making sure that they can pick up the tendencies of some of these teams as we enter into the quarterfinals. It's the Bumblebees and Midnight Wisps.
Wisp of behind.
Stratification here, and I think the Wisps were a bit behind, but a wonderful entry into the water. They all spread out wide. They're going to be nearly single file across as they come across the line. Couldn't really tell from there.
Other than
Oh, by a 10th. Look at how close they all were. Probably 3 lengths was all that separated every single
Now the Midnight
marble.
Wisps want to be competitive now that they're out of the
Wow.
winning.
The Wisps,
Vegas.
Rangers, and Crazy Cat's Eyes now. Down they come. The Rangers have 3 marbles up there. That would give them the win. But everything changes when they dive in, and there was hesitation by the Rangers once they entered the water. Perhaps took a second to get their bearings. Is that going to cost them the win? I don't think so.
I'm not going to cough them, Glegwith.
Where will they be? Oh! This angle much clearer. 12-4-9. The Rangers move out of the quarterfinals. The Rangers 1 gold to their name so far in this Marble League. As we get down to the final few events, they drop to 8 after event number 12. Shining Swarm and the Chocolatiers here. Shining Swarm tries to get out with all 3 of their marbles in the lead. They can only manage 2, but that third one was making a move as they come down into the water. This is where the Chocolatiers made some great gains last time. Oh, they're all bunched up, and that's going to be a photo finish.
Shining Swarm. Yep.
What will it be? Oh my goodness, 9/100ths. The Shining Swarm will move on. Fortunately, that's not a see-through canoe, so those referees are probably just watching on the big board. But hey, they get a nice day out on the water. Savage Speeders and the Minty Maniacs. Down they come, the Speeders, trying to stop the Maniacs from working together. They got into a diamond formation briefly. Here they come into the water. It'll be Speeders first across the line. They've got 3 marbles up there, but they're losing ground. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
That is another one that is oh so close.
There.
A 10th of a second. by the eye.
Yep.
Oh, man, that is amazing. The timing and scoring could figure. I'm surprised that the gap was as big as it was for that one. As we see 5th through 8th, Chocolatiers, Minty Maniacs, Bumblebees.
I mean, at least the
and
fans are
Crazy
cheering loud
Cat's
because
Eyes.
Green Ducks aren't getting anything out of this. Good enough.
Still a lot to play for some of these teams. Higher up the order. O'Rangers, Midnight Wisps, a lot of contact as they come down the chute. Into the water, will they be separated? No, they're all bunched up at the front there. The Wisps were out in the lead, but I think the O'Rangers get 3 of them across, catching the slipstream. They will move on.
Yep.
Also by a little over a 10th. Great teamwork there by the O'Rangers.
They blocked them. So. Hey, Midnight Wisps got a chance to get bronze.
Yellow
They can't
run,
complain.
they did not give the Wisps too much space, but they just did enough to disrupt them. It's one thing to catch the slipstream, but if you can get enough of your marbles together, you can actually create turbulence behind that will slow your competitors. Shining Swarm and the Savage Speeders. Down they come. Shining Swarm have 3 up there. Speeders try to get 2. What can they do for their teammates? They all spread out wide, and the Speeders are again up at the front. Look at this. Oh, man, that's another really close one. The Shining Swarm made some ground.
Oh, they're dead.
And by 0.05 of a second, they upset the Speeders.
They got.
I know Shining Swarm is very close with the Savage Speeders in the standings. 3rd to 4th. But the Speeders were silver medalists in this event back in 2020, and they've been looking so good. And now they're relegated to the 3rd place match. Wisps and the Speeders. Speeders have 3 tucked together as they enter the water. Oh, and they're well out ahead. But speed from the Midnight Wisps.
Nah.
The Savage Speeders trying to go 3 abreast, and they come across the line for an easy bronze.
Still no medal
Congratulations
from
to
Midnight
now
Wisps.
2-time medalists in the Aquathlon, the Savage Speeders.
Kind of that evilly.
That is their 2nd bronze of these games and the 4th medal overall. But now we get ready for the final. O'Rangers and Shining Swarm. Down they come, O'Rangers marginally quicker out of the gate. They try to squeeze the Shining Swarm over as they enter the water, 2-1. Now they spread out wide. Those O'Rangers trying to get back into that tuck formation. The 3 of them coming across the line, and I think they've done it.
They did.
We'll wait for official timing and scoring. And yes, they do. By 0.5 second, my goodness.
That was easy.
They were beaten back in 2020 in the first round by the Oceanics, and now they have gone all the way to the top.
I gotta go back and watch 2020.
25
I
points
missed
and
that.
a gold medal for the O'Rangers.
Still in first place though, Pinkies though.
Their 2nd medal of these games, both of them gold. Shining Swarm, they get the silver. That's their 1st silver of the Marble League. 2 golds and 1 bronze to go along with that, but a nice points haul compared to Galactic and the Savage Speeders. Galactic haven't been performing terribly well of late. Last couple of events, and that's why they dropped out of that top spot, and they may fall even farther. O'Rangers, though, they're all dried off. They're standing on that top step of the podium, proud of their gold.
Good.
As we take a look at the standings now, 2 more teams.
Primary's been eliminated. That means Momo ain't got nothing else in through primary. You got a medal, kind of. Kind of. You got a silver towards him. This Midnight West are no longer in last place. They should be happy about that. Savage Speeders are up into 2nd, and they have a 9-point deficit on Pinkies now. Okay, Galactic down to 3rd. Rangers up to 5th. It can't be Savage Speeders that win this. Pinkies, hold on, win this league. There's, 3 events left? Please win this. Or Galactic win it. Shining Swarm win it. Shining Swarm's still in 4th place, even after a silver medal. Huh. So they're 22 points down, so it'll take a gold to pass, so they can chip away. Yeah, 22 points. So they need a gold to pass Pinkies, but they can chip away with anything. But Savage Speeders only need 9 points, and that's just position. So Pinkies have a lead, but Savage Speeders just Hey, enough of the
Eliminated
speeders.
at the bottom. Primary and the Chocolatiers, Team Galactic, have dropped to third as the Savage Speeders get by, now 9 points behind the Pinkies. Shining Swarm in fourth, and look at that jump up into fifth by the O-Rangers. As we get ready for the final couple of events in this Marble League. Can you believe it? Already. Well, once everybody dries off, we hope to see you in the next one for the Sand Rally.
I don't know what this is. I guess, is that the song? Interesting. All right, Sand Rally. Oh, boy. Guess who that's going to favor? Alrighty, let me just see real quick. All right, we have Sand Rally Collision. All right, the Showdown. The Elimination Race. Is the Elimination Race the last event? Really? Elimination Race is going to be the last event. I don't know about that one. But Showdown is going to be on the 17th, 21st. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Green Ducks need to do something, man. They need to.